Hello, welcome back to the Daily Grind. Today I'm going to show you how to tackle the fearsome powers event, and this is for getting your green and blue rings on the bad guy side. This is a locked event. You can only use enemies or villains, and as a newbie this is more complicated than doing the powers for the heroes, because usually during your first week you won't have enough bad guys to make this work. Now, I got lucky yesterday because Siren was made available through the Red Alert rewards, and she is pivotal. Now, the villains event is more difficult than the heroes because you are facing Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and Jon Stewart. And Jon Stewart gets death immunity once he is under 50% health or half health. Now, as you may recall, all of my characters are level 25 and they are full gear too. But Siren and Lex Luthor survival suit are gonna help me a lot here, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Usually when people attempt to do this quest or this event for rings, they find out that Jon Stewart ends up killing most of them, because the villains that are available for newbies are usually red, and you are going versus lanterns that are green and do more damage to your red guys. Now, the thing here is Lex Luthor is easily available through the PvP packs now, and he complements your team by providing healing and speed ups. But more importantly, his basic also purges buffs on the enemy team, and this is what is going to help us defeat once he gets that critical immunity. And also, as you see, most of the enemies on the map are red, so he has affinity advantage. Sinestro works here too, but he can't purge buffs. This is where Lex Luthor comes in with a heal. With a higher gear level, that heal is much stronger, because Lex Luthor survival suit is a support character. Now, if you want this to be even easier, all of your toons should be at least rank 2, that's 2 stars, so they all get their third skill. And we are going into control here with a stun, hopefully. Yes. And we are going to get rid of the reds like this. And now Siren can start stacking blitz, and that also helps the shields that the Green Lanterns put on themselves. This is node 1. I will be doing node 2 in this tutorial. Here I only got 1 ring, but you can get up to 5 on the first node, 5 green rings, and on the second node, if you get very lucky, I have been able to pull 4 greens and 2 blues. Now, don't get scared of being lower power level, because this team is good enough. And like I have mentioned, These strategies are for newer players or players that don't have access to some of the past characters, like for example Silver Banshee, Cyborg Superman. Cyborg Superman makes this event pretty trivial. See, Lex Luthor purchases buffs, so now that guy isn't taunting anymore, and I can proceed to attack with impunity. And also, aside from Lex Luthor and Siren, you could also have Cheetah unlocked through farming Heroic 3 chapters. And she is also very useful because of her affinity advantage over the enemies here. Of course, the tutorial is made with pretty low characters just to show that it's possible to do them without much trouble. It's not the only strategy, and these are the first roadblocks that you're going to encounter in this game. For example, Ryan here doesn't look like much because she doesn't have her passive yet. So you stack Blitz just to make damage. But having access to another villain like Dr. Poison or Chemo also works very well in this event, along with Siren to start stacking Blitz. You can make short work on this stage if you have access to Blade characters. Siren, for new players, she hasn't been part of the meta for a long time, mostly because she used to be restricted, as she was one of the first new characters after the game launched, but she was never in a position of popularity on PvP teams. But since you can now get her for free on the red alerts, try to get her as high as you can, high rank as you can. Pretty useful. Here, and I might not be able to do this because but let's see. To rank 4, awesome. I feel like I'm gonna lose her. I should have healed earlier. Well, what do you know? I love this game. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But anyways, I think I might roll with this. I might have to repeat this node. From here, I think I'm gonna win it, but I'm not going to 3-star it. And the lag is pretty bad, so I might have to redo this part or add another. Another thing is this. For a new player, if you can get Sarah at least, even if she's very useful, because every time an enemy takes bleed damage from any source, it can be from Cheetah bleeds, it can be from Lobo, from any bleed on the field. If an enemy takes damage, she starts getting evasions up, and there comes the point where she can't get hit unless attacked by enemies that have a can't miss property on their attacks. And for a new player, even if she isn't truly part of the metagame. She's very helpful because at high rank and at high gear, she can one-shot most of the green strikers on the enemy team, and she can even solo some. She's not very fast. I think she tops 14 speed, so she's fast but not one of the fastest characters, but she's still plenty useful. Now, I'm gonna stop the video here and upload it, but since for some reason I think I'm lagging out, since this thing is frozen, but that's the game. That's this game. It has some bugs that are incredibly stupid, but it's an awesome game to pass the time. Now, with not much left to say, to keep this video short, and just to show you that you can actually finish these events with normal toons or easily available toons, I invite you to leave comments, to leave a like, to subscribe to the channel if you want to get updated on uploads. I'm going to be uploading much more frequently from now on. And after finishing Saturday events, I'm going to start uploading videos only from my high level. And I'm preparing for the SOD event, General SOD. Next month, November, is going to be a Superman event where Brainiac and General SOD are going to be the new characters for the game. And the list of characters allowed to be used in the SOD event is amazing. There are some incredible bleed teams that can be built if you have the right characters unlocked. But even if you don't, Cheetah, Siren, and I can't remember, but at least Cheetah and Siren allowed on the same team, it's going to be madness. Because you are going to be able to put so many bleeds on the field, and if you have at least a rank 4 Cheetah and a rank 4 Siren, I think you're guaranteed to finish that whole event with just those two. From acceleration, that Cheetah brings to the table, because it has Lex Luthor as leader, and Lex Luthor has a leader ability starting at rank 4. So you don't have to have a legendary Lex Luthor to run an amazing team. If you have Cheetah, Siren, and Lex Luthor, you are practically guaranteed to be able to finish next month's event. I don't know, maybe even the whole thing, even if you don't have legendary characters. So I'm also going to be recording that, and I'm going to be uploading it on day 1, right after Reset. So stay tuned, because next month is going to be amazing for this game. Without sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Anyways, stay tuned, because next month is going to be amazing, and the variety of teams that you can build with the restricted list is astounding, and it's going to be really, really interesting to see just what SOD and Brainiac can bring to the table. I'm going to end this here, and I will be uploading it. I invite you to subscribe, to leave comments, leave a like. Stay tuned, keep grinding. This game gets better. If you're starting out, the game gets better the longer you play. This is Sothonan, signing out. We'll see each other next time. Well, look what happened. I was able to recover the game. Something is causing trouble while I'm recording. But this is the exact same fight, and as you can see, I'm going to be able to 3-star it without much trouble, thanks to that gigantic stack of bleeds that Jordan has on. This is why I was telling you that next month is going to have some really fun games with Siren and Cheetah available for use at the same time. This is going to be amazing. Now, a 3-star with a week-old account. All of them, all the toons are farmable, are free to get, free to use. Now, we go back to the map screen, and since it's a 3-star, we are able to immediately be able to use Speed Force, and we finish our event just like that in less than 20 minutes. Now, for new players, I don't recommend that you refresh this. It's way too much gold for the rings that you get, especially when on Saturday you get both rings events available for free. Now, for a new account, you can get on Saturdays a minimum of 10 green rings and 10 blue rings without paying anything. And since Node 2 drops a lot of extra rings compared to Node 3 and Node 4, it's best, if you ever feel the need to spend the gold on the ring events, do it on Saturday when you can reset both at the same time. So you can actually double the amount and get a minimum of 20 green and 20 blue for 1,000 gold. Well, anyways, signing out. I apologize for the hiccup, but we are done with this event today, and I hope you find this helpful. We'll be seeing each other next time. Stay tuned for tomorrow, because I'm going to be showing you how to do all 3 events at the same time. Well, I already uploaded Physical Showcase, so tomorrow we'll be doing Absolute Energy and Mystical Archive at the same time to show you the lineups that you can use as a new player with a new account without investing a ton of gold. And I'm going to be upping all of my characters to level 30, and I'm going to be moving them up to gear 4 to try and tackle Node 3 and hopefully Node 4 on the same day. If not, I will be showing you over the next week before the next event starts, the SOD event. I will be showing you how to get your material level 3 for all of your characters. Thank you for watching. See you next time.